Women are asking their partners if they would eat hypothetical cookies they were given in labor while they are unable to eat. Really? Let's see the clip, Queen Emma.
Say we were married and I gave birth to our child. You know you can't eat while you're giving birth.
I can't?
Women can't eat when they're giving birth.
I would not eat cookies while you're giving birth.
Have you heard this story?
Nope, but I know where it's going. I would never do that. Is that foul? Did someone do that?
So this doctor brought this woman 2 cookies and she goes, just save me one of them. You can have the other one. While she's in labor. He goes, okay, yeah. He eats both of them. She goes, after labor, after a really, really, really hard stops. Are you crying? Oh my God, that's so sad.
I know, it's so sad.
Okay, first of all, this gentleman is a walking green flag. I can just throw that out there real quick. Second, okay, I have a couple questions here. First of all, I have not seen this trend. If I asked Jason not to eat a cookie that was intended for me, he wouldn't eat the cookie that was intended for me. It's that simple. The fact that there were 2 cookies and she asked for just 1 cookie to be saved for her and he couldn't do that. You should have, nope. You should have asked the doctor. Nope. That wasn't going to be any better. You should have punched. I'm kidding. I just can't fathom having a human being exit your body and looking forward to a cookie, and then your partner has already eaten your cookie that was for you. You know those instances where someone does something and they look for some recognition, you're like, oh my gosh, yeah, you earned a sticker, you get a cookie, like that's your reward. That is the bare minimum for childbirth. So the fact that he ate your cookies, wow. Also, I would just like to point out, quite some time ago, I made a TikTok about childbirth and my husband's involvement in it. And it was a joke, which people thought I was serious, but it was fully a joke. And at some point, I recorded him eating bagels while I was in labor and therefore could not also enjoy the bagels. And I have had to go back and explain that the background audio of that clip is me like enjoying him eating the bagel. Like I wanted to know how the bagel was. But don't eat my fucking cookies. You know? I have full faith that Jason would not eat my cookies. I know that for a fact. I have faith in my husband, especially on today, our 8-year anniversary. I know he wouldn't eat my cookies. All right, let's keep it scrolling here. The next clip is, no exaggeration, one of the best things I've seen on the internet. Queen Emma, the clip, please.
Can you show me what a frog does? Let's see it.
Yes. It says my toddler's version of a frog jumping.
Good job, baby.
For our audio listeners, he is straight-legged hopping. And his physique, impeccable. If I had to explain it to people, I would say that it looks like you shrunk down an offensive lineman. You shrunk him down. You just did like the little pinch that you do to zoom out on your iPhone. That's that. And that's his physique. So he's perfect. And then he's hopping, but his legs are straight. And no fault of his, he's not actually going very far. And he was not asked for sound effects, but he's fully in character. And he said, Rebet. No notes, not a single fucking note. Mom also posted a video of him doing a big jump, and it's fantastic.
Can you do a really big jump?
Oh,
amazing.
God. Oh, dude. Oh. again, for my audio listeners, when he is jumping, this is a big jump. A big jump was requested. He is in the grass of the backyard. And I promise you, when he does the jump, the grass blades are still touching the bottom of his feet. Now, the comment section on that video didn't disappoint. As always, we sprint to the comments. Lex says, the sky is truly his limit. See what you did there? The next person said, woo, thank goodness he didn't fly over that wall. Because there was a chance of that. And the third comment says, LeBron James is real quiet since this reel dropped, which is hilarious. He does not have ups. There are no ups happening. I can vividly remember the feeling that I had watching every single one of our girls jump for the first time. Now, Finny, the only jumping she has done was when she was learning to walk, and she would try to what I call scurry. But I think she would equate it to running, an attempt at running. But her feet were still not ready to walk, and she was trying to run. So sometimes when she would try to sort of get a jump start, it would be just that. Both feet would go at the same time, and her feet would actually hit heel first at the same time. And then she would end up her feet, and she'd go really like toes over nose and just on her ass. And it was outstanding. I didn't like that she was bonking her butt. I loved that she was doing it with a jump. I still remember watching the other three girls learn to jump and then proceed to show it off to everybody. I love little kids jumping. I love little kids learning a new thing and then showing it off as if it is just, Olympic gold medal earning situation. What can they do? Some impressive feats. I am of the, what was it? A Vine? It's not even a Vine. It's a clip from The Office when they're going parkour, 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 and just jumping off of chairs. On a regular basis, I will like just do a little sideways jump off of a step and be like parkour. And so then they started doing that. And now they will set up obstacle courses in the living room and jump off of a cushion onto the couch and then stand back up and go parkour. And I love that.
Hey, I'm Elizabeth Banks, and I'm not going to lie. I just don't think kids should have phones, and not for the reason that you think. I think that you should not be giving like $1,700 devices to like 9-year-olds to just leave on the bus and like put in their backpack. Like, I truly don't get it. Like, we're giving our kids, can you imagine being 9 and just having your mom give you like $1,100 that you could just like leave anywhere? Fire. I think it's wild. Like that we are just like, no, they need it for what? I don't know. I'm not going to lie. I just think 9-year-olds should not have really fancy devices that then give them the whole world in their pocket. So yeah, I'm anti.
This tracks so much because I still remember when I got one of my first phones was a flip phone. And I still remember I thought it was so cool to clip it, but yeah, hang it sandwiched on my back pocket.
Yes, where someone could just bye.
Oh, worse. Twice I had to fish it out of a toilet, and twice I had to pay my parents back for the phone.
Yes, I tell my kids this all the time. Like, this is like expensive.
Yes.
It's wild. Like, I think about the expensive things I had as a kid. They were never this
not even
expensive. Close. It never came close to this amount. And so I just find it fascinating that we think that they're responsible enough to wander about with these devices. You know, my son has lost his phone like 3 times and been in an absolute panic. And then my younger one doesn't even have a phone and already is like, I don't even want one, because he sees the stress level of my older son and is like, it's not worth it. It's wild.
Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, no, I don't plan on giving, we've talked, my husband and I, about not giving our kids phones for quite some time. And this only this only solidifies our
I'm
decision.
here to give you permission. You know how we talk about the permission structure? I'm here to give you permission to wait as long as possible to give your kids
Thank
phones.
you so much.
I'm like a really big believer in I don't care what everybody else has, and I don't care what other parents are doing, and that's just like our family is doing this, and this is our value system, and we're imparting it to you, and this is what we care about, and we just don't need you to have access to the entire world in your pocket 24/7.
Yes.
Anyway.
I just had to talk to my 6-year-old the other day because she was convinced. She was like, when I turn 10, I can dye my hair. I was like, try 18. Try 18 years old when you are a full-grown adult.
Yeah, same. Like I was not allowed to get my ears pierced until I was double digits.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, I think I snuck out with like my Aunt Judy did it for me. Like my own mom didn't even take me because I think she thought my dad would be so mad about it. And I pierced my own ear, like ice cubes on the ear, make it numb, stick an earring through it, like pop, pop, like through the skin, do it. And I like stayed home. I pretended I was sick and stayed home from school in order to do this. And then in the afternoon, I was so proud of myself and I wanted to show it off. So then I walked to school and was like, I feel better. I'm at school now. Got home after that to my latchkey kid, both parents at work. Get home. My mother sees it and is like, what have you done? And my dad made me take it out. So to this day, I only have a double piercing in this ear because I pierced this one and they made me make it close. And I never did it again. But yeah, that's how much I wanted my ears. So I just, you want to be doing
you want to grow
cool
up
stuff. You want to grow up and be cool and like be doing cool kid stuff.
But not with a phone. Not with dyed hair.
No, like it's you just also permanent, like forever. Do you know?
Yes.
Like I'm somebody who's like, I don't get the like tattoo before 18 either. And even at 18, I'm like, I'm barely committed to anything.
I still can't come up. I can't think of a single damn thing where I'm like, you know what? That is what I want on my body forever.
I have maybe debated, I have no tattoos, and I've maybe debated putting like my children's birth date somewhere because I'm committed to my children. But like, I've been with my husband for 33 years. It's never occurred to me to put my husband anywhere on my body or any inkling of him. I don't want to be 90 and be like, oh yeah, that thing that I cared about for 2 months.
I do love that.
Yeah. In 1997, that was that. I still need that reminder when I'm 100 and, no thanks. And by the way, we live to like 120 now.
I was going to say, let's hope, but
maybe not.
Sometimes I'm like, maybe the good years, right? Now, you also have so many movies that I want to ask you about. But first of all, do you have a favorite movie role that you've ever played?
I thought when I came into the business, I grew up on rom-coms. I love a great romantic comedy. I wanted to be Julia Roberts and Meg Ryan and When Harry Met Sally. I wanted to be Annie Hall. I just wanted to fall in love and be sort of charming on screen. I love like old comedies too. Roman Holiday, Audrey Hepburn, like all of Philadelphia Story. And I've been in very, very few romantic comedies actually. So Zach and Miri Make a Porno, playing Miri to Seth Rogen's Zach, falling in love on screen, being silly and improving and working with Kevin Smith, who I think is just like a pop cultural icon. And we shot it in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, another town that I love. That's the one that I cry. I very rarely really cry at the end of a show because it's always a little bittersweet when something ends. I bawled my eyes out on the last day of making that. I just loved the experience of being in love, and I felt like it was what I was meant to do. And so that one.
Would you ever make another rom-com?
Of course.
Because that is my favorite genre.
I mean, we
talk about it a lot here.
Yeah, this to me kind of is that. So the more you get into the series, the more you see the backstory of this couple. We show you our wedding, you meet our parents, you sort of see like how we got to the moment that we're at. And there is deep love in it. And I really kind of fell in love with working with Matthew. So I really loved making this. But these two people are kind of narcissists at their heart, you know. They deserve each other. This one's more like a battle of wits. We looked at The Money Pit and War of the Roses, Moonlighting, you know, like these two powerhouse people that sort of deserve each other and like bring out both the worst and the best in each other.